a lot of trainers think that training biceps isn't for athletes because it's not functional. But those people have not allowed me to put them in a side headlock and squeeze their head like a grape. I mean, look at that, baby.
Daryl, we're here.
Whoa! Yo, get out! Get out! Get out! What is this?
Alright, take two.
Come in.
Hey, Daryl.
Oh, hey there.
Sorry about earlier.
Oh, don't worry about that.
So we're here to learn.
Oh yeah, I heard you have a big final coming up.
Yeah, big Euro test coming up about like Renaissance, Reformation, Age of Exploration, all that jazz.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. I'll teach you how to study for that using YouTube.
How so?
You'll just have to see. Alright, Part 1, Renaissance, Hot Ones Edition, with Leonardo da Vinci.
What is it that?
Are you mad?
No, what?
Piss off. Hello and welcome back to Hot Ones. We are here with Leonardo da Vinci.
What's going on,
Here to
man?
talk about
Leonardo da Vinci.
stuff. So I see you're working on a new painting. The
Oh, I am. Yes, I've been working on it day and night, and I'm really proud. I really like how it's turning around. I think I really emphasized her figure and her human features. I'm an old man.
First sauce. Sriracha. Look at that.
I've heard sriracha's not very hot. What do you have to say about that, Big Shaq?
Mine doesn't have a hot, so.
Cheers.
I like eating my crackers with a little smiley face.
Mine's a star. Ready?
All right, cheers. Oh.
That's good.
Whoa!
That's good.
Oh my god! Oh man, I need some milk.
We'll get you some later. Just answer a few questions. So we got this recurring segment called "Explain That Gram." We just pull up some pictures from your past and you tell us what that's about. We got, boom, this one. This kind of threw me for a loop.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you not handle the naked male form?
Just tell me why you chose this.
All right. So I chose that because I really like the humanistic qualities. I really like humanism. Very big fan, and I really wanted to make a piece which really reflected that. So I drew a man, right, in his purest form, right? No clothes, just completely pure. All the proportions of body, all the muscles were drawn. And do you have anything else to add to that?
I also saw that you showed a little genitalia in your pictures.
No, that's completely absurd. Let's not pretend that we don't have a little willy or anything like that, because we do. And
right.
I just really was.
All right, we'll stop.
No, I like the human form. Okay.
Right. Next sauce, Frank's Red Hot. Man's never hot. So. Ready?
Oh yes. Cheers. 3, 2.
It's okay. Take your time. Man's never hot, so I can handle this. So who allowed you to grow in this time? Okay, sorry, take your time.
Okay. Okay. So my big friends, the Medicis, guys in Florence, they led the place. Real big friends of mine. You know, they gave me a lot of money. They were real patrons of my work. Yeah. Speaking of my work, like I looked at these old paintings and sculptures from like the Greco-Roman periods, the antiquity. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. Why aren't we doing this anymore? And I was just like, I'm gonna emulate that in my work.
I like that.
And then, the church really didn't like that, right? They called me bad names, sent some things in the mail that I can't disclose.
Yeah.
Right.
Next, A1 steak sauce. Ready?
Oh, I'm always ready, baby. 3. Bro. Oh no. Oh.
Alright.
Whoa. Excuse me.
It's all good. All good. So what was society like in
Well,
your time?
you know, excuse me. People in that time were really transitioning between, you know, blindly following the church and, you know, thinking for themselves and using their own methods to figure out problems and not just have some guy, you know, in a steeple tell you what to think.
Didn't this
what
stem
to do.
from like the bubonic plague and stuff like that?
Yeah. So they started to really distrust them and dislike them, and I think that really stemmed into certain parts of the Renaissance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about, like, how did your ideas and other Renaissance artists' ideas spread?
So my guy, you know, Gutenberg invented the printing press, but Gutenberg, you know, automated the process, so information could be spread from here to here to here to here very quickly, and we could communicate a lot easier our ideas.
Last but not least, we got ranch.
Woo! Yeah!
Now it's custom.
I'm
custom.
a big ranch
I
guy.
can tell.
ranch.
We got.
Excuse me?
Now the last wing we always add a little extra.
Yeah,
So
that looks like quite a...
you don't have to if you want to, but.
You know, I'm gonna... I love me some ranch.
All right, you ready?
I'm always ready, baby.
Cheers. Now that I got you in your most vulnerable position, ready? What are your favorite forms of Renaissance art? Go.
I like humanism. I like idealism. I use perspective in my paintings. The 3D aspect really makes you feel like you're inside the painting, the art.
All right, and favorite artists that are not yourself.
You know, I like myself quite a lot, but Donatello, Raphael. And there's one on the back of my mind.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, definitely him.
All right. So that's all we got time for today. You wanna tell them what's going on here?
I'm
Liv?
never coming on this show again.
All right, he's gone, but Big Shack out. Thank you for watching.
Alright, next up is the Reformation. This one's a big one. We're going to be watching a rap video called Luther and Paul by my good friends Dwight Schrute and Michael Scott.
They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation.
They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation.
Chilling in Germany, minding my business, when Leo and Tetzel started selling indulgence. The church was so corrupt with greed and sin that I made the 95 thesis and nailed it with a pin. I talked about justification of faith alone, and I even talked about interpreting the Bible on your own. The church got pissed and called me to the diet. I got excommunicated and it started a riot. I went into hiding with Frederick the Wise, but that only started the church's demise. Calvin and Zwingli, I inspired them. They had different views, so screw them. Henry even formed his very own church. It was essentially Catholic, but he was at the perch. They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation.
They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation. Whoa, hold up. Pope Paul here, and I do decree, I reform the church with new piety. We reform from within with the Council of Trent. I stopped indulgences because the masses wasted cents. We define new rules to stop corruption and attempts to hinder the Protestant eruption. New social orders formed like the Jesuits, taught Catholic doctrine and made it legit. You Protestants think your movement will spread, but your pagan ideals will put you in hell instead.
They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation.
They call me Luther.
What?
The Reformation.
They call me Pope Paul.
What?
The Counter-Reformation. Alright, part 3. Cooking up some globalization with my guy Columbus during the Age of Exploration.
Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Columbus.
I'm your host Christopher Columbus, and today we're going to be making some New World stew. Now before we start this stew, I would like to thank Ferdinand and Isabel of Spain for sponsoring my voyage and this cooking show. Without them, I would be nothing. Okay, so I came here on the Santa Maria, which was a ship, a caravel, which was an advanced ship. With this new shipbuilding and technology, along with the maps and map making, I was able to land in this new world. Okay, so now we need to start the recipe for the stew. First, we need to get a pot and fill it with water. Now we will add some salt water. Our journey left us many days at sea in these salt water conditions. Okay, next we go to the potato. This potato was a very important part of the European diet as it was able to grow almost anywhere, even with terrible soil. We got this from the New World and it has made all the difference. Next, we have beef. Beef, the livestock we brought from the Europe to this new world. It really helped us colonize the America, as we call it. Next up, corn. Corn, very important part of.
Why are you in house?
Who are you?
I need to.
You're native?
Yeah.
I'm God.
Oh.
Do you have money? Can I have your gold?
Hold.
Yeah, that's a native. They think we're gods or something, so like, they just give us money. Thanks, dude. Yeah. Oh, you got
Mine?
Yeah, go for it.
Mine.
Go for it. It's all you.
Mine. Mine.
Yeah. God, glory, and gold, boys. Alright. We're back. Now we're going to use some Asian spices. These are very, very, very important as they make the meal more and more spicy. Okay, on to the next ingredient. We got the sugar. Where's the sugar? Slave! Is this the sugar? Yeah? Good job. That's an African slave we got from the Africa, because these native people, we kill them all with the disease and stuff, you know. So we need these African slaves who already have like experience with this disease and stuff, you know. So, alright, now we put the sugar in, and then we let it stew for a little bit. Okay, so while we are stirring the stew, we need to praise God in all His mighty power, you know. No food for him. Okay, so we continue to stir and then voila, we are done. And bam, this is the final product. That's all the time we have for today. Until next time on Cooking with Columbus.
Alright, part 4. We're going to be watching an intriguing talk show about the grueling wars of religion, hosted by my... Whoa, eyes up here. Hosted by Theodore Wolfenden.
Welcome to the Teddy Wolfenden Talk Show. Today we got our good old man over here, Gustav Adolphus. How you doing?
I'm doing well, how are you?
Depressed. Okay. Now, how's Sweden?
We're doing very well, actually. I inherited the state from my father, Charles, and I've really improved the military, strengthened it, grown, and made many technological advances with it, you know?
Yeah, I do know. It sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
So, heard you guys got a new water port.
Oh, we have. We actually took the port of Riga from the Russians, you know? It's been a very big ad for us, you know? Strengthened our ability to trade and branch out to multiple nations, you know? It's been very big for us.
Yeah. So, I heard you got a new family situation. I heard you kind of got a woman now.
Yes, married a very beautiful woman from Prussia. She's Protestant, and you know, it's really helped us, really opened me up to the Protestant faith, and you know, strengthened our bond with Germany. It's much closer now. It's very...
Whoa. She's Protestant?
She is, yes, in fact.
No way. Alright. So, how's the rest of Europe?
Rest of Europe, there's a lot of things going on. I mean, mainly France. A lot of things have happened over there.
Really?
And a lot of political and religious unrest, you know. There's a growing number of Huguenots, you know, spread to the nobility. It's created a lot of tensions there. Actually, the House of Bourbon and the House of Valois, they've been in a major conflict lately. It's mostly because, you know, Catherine Medici, actually, after her husband died, she took over, had 3 sons who were just weak rulers, you know. It's been a lot of unrest.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Bourbons and the Valois and the Guises actually have been fighting for supremacy there, like who's gonna like inherit the throne. And yeah, so it's led to a lot of conflict. And actually, Henry IV of Navarre, he rose out of it, you know, and he's gonna take over now. He actually is different, you know. I see him very differently. He's a politique, you know. He's putting religion not aside, but you know, a little bit, you know, as a minor thing, you know. And he's putting the politics ahead of it, you know. So he's set to, you know, inherit the throne.
So he's looking at religion how I look at my kids. They ain't that important.
Yes, sure. I mean, that's how you see that. So yeah, he was set to marry Margaret of Valois, and that's when the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre occurred. You know, big things happened.
Yeah, a bunch of Protestants got murdered. That's what I heard.
Yep, that actually is what happened. Yeah, so over 10,000, I think. So this is a very big.
That's weak. Right. So all this talk about Henry, kind of heard that he had this new policy.
He does actually. I think it's very interesting. Edict of Nantes, he issued it in 1598, and it's interesting. Grants a lot of religious tolerance to Huguenots, and I don't know how it's going to go. I think it's good for them, but you know, could cause some you know, division later on. So
I agree completely right there. So, how's the rest of Spain been?
there's a lot going on in Spain. Philip II actually took over for Ferdinand and Isabel, and he's been making a lot of changes. Actually, he's continuing the Inquisition, which is, you know, the persecution of Protestants. You know, they're either being killed or forced to convert, and you know, that's just a lot of state of fear, like you said. So yeah, it's dangerous right now.
Yeah, sounds like it. But guess what we got? We got ourselves some live, uncensored torture scenes from the Inquisition.
Really?
Recant your sins.
Nope. Owie. Why?
Wow, that really is terrible. But you know, Spain's doing other things too. Philip II, he's trying to actually expand his armada up to England, you know, trying to take it over, but he can't. He actually couldn't because of the oceans. He couldn't cross them. And actually, they're trying to occupy the Netherlands too, enforce the Inquisition there, and you know, take control of it. But you know, the Netherlands, they're revolting. You know, it's interesting. I think it might cause long, you know, decades of war. You know, a lot of unrest there too.
And now for our live correspondent in Prague, Charles Manson.
Hey Teddy, I'm standing here, and we're in Prague, and stuff's going down, man. I mean, the Protestants and Catholics are meeting up, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I think there might be some turmoil, like Frederick's really ruthless to the. Oh my God, a man's been thrown out the window. Frederick has been treating the Protestants cruelly, and this is what they get. A Catholic official is being thrown out the window. I repeat, a Catholic official is being thrown out the window. I'm gonna try to court him for an interview. Come on. Sir, stay there. Are you okay?
No,
What?
no,
What happened? What happened?
I don't know. It all happened so fast. Oh, this
Who
one
pushed
sec-
you out? Who pushed you out?
And then this Protestant man, he called me a dirty Catholic.
Did you hear that? Keep on.
Then he slapped my face, right me in the face.
That's so rude, dude. What do you think's gonna happen?
I think we gotta start an all-out turf war on these disrespectful Protestants.
Catholic.
Here you have it, here in Bohemia, and we may be at war. Back to you, Teddy.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah, some shocking stuff. You want some nog?
What? Oh,
Some nog?
sure.
Some nog?
I'll take some, I guess.
Good boy, you get fed tonight.
Okay.
So. What do you feel about this?
It looks like, in my opinion, Ferdinand's gonna take over as the Holy Roman Emperor, and Frederick's gonna take over as ruler of Bohemia, and that's gonna cause some a lot of political and religious unrest, a lot of revolt, and because of this, internal warfare is gonna continue. And if I had to bet, I think the Danes are gonna get involved to defend their territory, which might cause me to get involved to defend my Protestant and German people, which in turn is going to lead to the French getting involved. Even though they're staunchly Catholic, they're going to support the Protestants for political reasons. And yeah, I think this overall thing, might last about 30 years, give or take a few. So yeah, big things are going to happen in my opinion. In my prediction. Just saying. Just a hunch.
Alright, that's all we have time for today. Until next time, goodbye. Slave!
What? What? What are you talking about?
Alright, part 5. We're going to be looking at one of the greatest palaces in the world. My guy Peter the Great's Winter Palace. I know, you're thinking of Louis Versailles, but to be honest, it wasn't in our budget. And little secret, he's kind of a dick.
Hey guys, it's me, Peter the Great, and we're back at it with MTV Cribs. This is my home, the Winter Palace. Let's go. So this was like modeled after like Louis the 14th. His like, what was it called, Versailles? It's nothing compared to this. Watch out. So God ordained me to build this palace. He gave me the power to rule. Okay? So I don't want to hear anything about. Alright, so you can go and you see how I live lavishly. All this money comes from like my nobles and like all the taxation I put on them. But it helps the country. This isn't water, by the way. Alright, so now we go on to one of my most trusted nobles.
What's good?
These nobles are like really important to my rule because back in like France and like Eastern Europe, Western Europe, they like subjugated their nobles, but like I use them to my advantage.
He's right, he's got me.
We're just boys.
I got him.
I
got him.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay.
He helps me run my manners and stuff in the serfdom. Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah.
So to like come to power, I had to do some crazy stuff. Like my sister, she tried to like get rid of me, but I came back, because you can't stop Peter. So I had to go on this trip all across Europe, and they're like, I just like brought back these Western ideas, and like it helped modernize my country and stuff. So this is my army barracks. This is where my military trains. My military is like one of the best in Europe. I was able to like get this Baltic port or whatever, and like now we're like a trading power too. So you mess with me. Alright, so on this trip that we took to like around Europe and whatever, like I brought back people too, and they like helped revitalize my country. And like, so like these people we brought back helped like produce this internal manufacturing in my country. And because of this, I was no longer dependent on other nations and we could like make our own stuff. So, alright, now we're gonna take you to the outside view. So like because of all my reforms and stuff, we were able to centralize our government and like form a senate and like get the input of like the world and stuff, So along with this came like increased education, and I was able to like form this table of ranks and stuff, So just great things going on in my rule. I'm gonna play. Oh, he wants to go out too. All right. Well. Oh wow. All right. So this is my backyard. It's where the magic happens. Alright, let's go. Alright, so like before you guys go, if you guys go meet like the English or whatever, don't listen to them. They think like this constitutional monarchy or whatever works or whatever, but it doesn't. It doesn't, alright? Like Oliver Cromwell. See, they tried to do this like this absolutism thing. It didn't work out for them because they suck. They suck. They don't know what's going on. So, come on, I'm just gonna show you guys out. Full send! Alright, so here you have it. This is my home, Winter Palace. You guys gonna go meet the Louis XIV? Well, you guys tell him. He sucks. You know, Sun King, whatever, Sun King. Snow King right here. Alright? I don't want to hear it. You know? Peace.
Alright, on to part 8. We're going to be taking a walk with one of the most enlightened thinkers of his time, Rousseau, and his dog. And the scientific revolution. So what's going on, man? What's happening right now?
Just the enlightenment, bro. I am at a higher level of thinking. I'm out here asking questions, man. I'm asking what's going on, how's it going on, who's doing what, why is the government playing us, what we gotta do to live.
Alright, so how's the state feel about this, man?
Dude, the East is messing with this. Catherine and Frederick, bro, they're on board. Yo, but the West, bro, they're about to, like, pull up on us. Like, Louis, that dude booted me out of this country.
So what about the church, man? How are they reacting to this?
Yo, the church is not on board. But we're not on board with the church either. Like, we're out here questioning the word and they hating us. But it will all be alright, because we know we right.
About God, man.
Yo, like, I don't believe in God, but I know there's something up there. I know there's a higher power that wants us to be in this nature.
Alright, so why do you want to live in nature, man? Why do you like it so much?
Yo, nature's the only way that humans can be in their natural self with no corruption and all get along. It's the only way this will work out in the end. It lets you embrace your person, my dude. Come on, let me think. Come on, Jones. Come on. What the hell is that? What are you doing? In the forest.
Yo, who are you?
Oh, me? My name's Galileo.
What are you doing here?
I'm just looking at the stars. They're
What?
really cool.
What's up with the stars? There's no it's
the
the day,
sun.
there's no stars.
You know how the sun revolves around the earth?
Yeah.
That's hogwash. That's all wrong. You see, the earth revolves around the sun. That's the center of the universe, right? So here's the sun, right here. The earth goes around in a circle.
That's like very different thinking from like everyone. Where did this come from?
I'm just looking up at the stars, using reason, finding out what for myself, without the church, without anyone else.
What did the church think of this?
Well, I've gotten a couple of cease and desist letters. Yeah, they're knocking at my door. They won't let me sleep. They're coming for me, man. I can't sleep at night. They don't like it.
Oh.
Not one bit. All right, come take a walk with me.
So where are you getting these ideas, like reason and stuff?
Oh, I'm just following everyone else. We're all kind of thinking for ourselves, using reason. You know, all my guys,
Cartas.
and Bacon telling me to use reason to solve my problems, and that's what I'm out here doing.
Would you consider
I
this?
don't know about this guy though.
What's this guy? What's he doing? Why don't you like him?
He's looks like a bit of a schmuck, if you
That's
ask
true.
me.
Thinking, man, just leave me alone.
I heard like you scientific revolution people like inspire these people.
Well, yeah, I like to think that I inspire a lot of people, but I don't know about him. I don't know what he got inspired from, like the loony bin.
I got inspired from the good old dank, man.
Alright, let's keep on going. What's that? What's going on? There's birds in this forest.
No, that was me, Adam Smith.
It's Adam Smith!
It is indeed.
Who are you?
I'm one of the great economists of my time.
What's an economist?
Well, you see, I studied the economy, learned the ways in which we benefit most from it, and now I've theorized the greatest way for economy to work: capitalism.
Well, I thought everyone was like mercantilism and stuff.
I see problems with that. I see capitalism as the best way. Government must stay out of economy, letting us work for ourselves.
What was happening when the government was in economy, like with Louis and stuff?
They controlled too much. They took away our ability to grow. You see, the English, the Dutch, they're becoming powerhouses with their trade. They're monopolizing it. They're controlling too much. And I believe that private business owners should be able to compete naturally in the market by themselves and thrive by themselves without the control of the government.
That's cool. Did you want to join us on our nature walk?
I would love to, yes.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's keep on going. Let's keep doing that. I just don't like the woods anymore, man.
Russo, what? Russo!
Too many leaves and too much coldness. I'm gone.
What is this man doing?
Listen, laddie. You got to get out of the woods. I know. I'm trying. Go on, get.
Alright, that's all we have time for today.
Thank you for having us.
Alright, hope you guys learned something. Now get the hell out of my house.
All right.
Let's go.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.